Hey guys, welcome to another episode of On the Edge with Ebera. It's your girl Ebera, E to the B to the E-R-E. They said I don't used to do this thing again. Can you imagine? Okay, so you haven't subscribed to this channel or this is first time of coming here. Welcome. We talk about a lot of things. So, but today we're going to be talking about Ponzi scheme, and I'm not going to mince one. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. You see these animals that are living around me. People should leave me alone. I'm doing a video. Hello. I'm hearing dogs, I'm hearing the baby crying, right? And I'm hearing cock crew. I bet not just mind these people, just focus on me. Yeah, just be with me, okay? So that we can do these things once and for all. The truth is that if you're going to, most times when a Ponzi wants to happen, there's usually a sign, but just at most times we ignore this sign. So I'm going to let you know what Ponzi scheme. You've been hearing, Ponzi. Which one is Ponzi scheme again? Fraud. Is it fraud? Today I'm going to let you know what it is exactly. I'm also a victim of a Ponzi scheme scam. So okay, so sit back and you will get all the gist. All right, so a Ponzi scheme is actually a form of fraud where the founder attracts new members, new investors for his non-existing or failing business, promising high returns and low risk. Then, as new investors begin to pay their money to the schemer, earlier investors start receiving the profits, and these are the people that will not go and advertise and say, oh, it's paying, no, and they really receive it. You at first is usually sweet so that more people can come. It's usually like that. You see, this scheme, it doesn't go away. It's just the way it works. Okay, now, and believing they come from the sources of the business, when in reality they come from the follow investor. So there's actually no business. So people just go out. Let's say, for example, I collect 50k for you and I give you 20k back or 10k. You're like, it's serious, it's paying you in 5 months, I'm going to refund my money. And then you go and tell everybody brings their money and everybody's money is stuck. Or some people, the earlier investors have gotten something back, but usually most times all money goes. At the end of the day, you see that it was just nothing. You just left your money in the bank. It would have been better for you. All right, so that's how it works. I hope you have an idea of how this Ponzi thing works. Okay, now a Ponzi scheme is actually an investment fraud that pays existing investors with funds collected from new investors. Ponzi scheme organizers often promise to invest your money and generate high returns with little or no risk. All right, but in many Ponzi schemes, the fraudsters do not invest the money. Instead, they use it to pay those who invested earlier and may keep up for themselves. Okay, now with little or no legitimate earnings, Ponzi scheme require constant flow of new monies to survive. That's actually the truth. Okay, now when it becomes hard to recruit new investors, because sometimes they start having delays, or if there's like a falls in the air, or like, you know, an alert or an alarm by the FG, federal government, or anything, or police or something like that, people stop investing. You see that they start struggling. That's just how it works. Now, when large number of existing investors cash out, the schemes collapse. If a lot of people just, if there's like a panic in the air and people come and withdraw their money at once, everything just goes. That's just how it works. All right, now Ponzi scheme is actually named after Charles Ponzi. When I saw this, I was like, oh, somebody's name is this thing, because I've been hearing Ponzi. Which is Ponzi? Who duped investors in 1920 with the postage stamp speculation scheme. Can you imagine? It's a human being. At least you're getting somewhere. Now, the truth of the matter is that Ponzi scheme has been in existence for a very long time. In Nigeria, here in Africa, it has been, in fact, my first time of experiencing Ponzi scheme was during the MMM. It was like a wave in the air. Everybody was doing MMM, Mavodi Money Dia Moneygram, Abi? Money box, something like that. And they said that, and doing the funny thing, people saw the profile of this guy and they still invested. Like, the guy was a fraudster, a known French fraudster, Abi? Swedish, I've forgotten. German. Fraudster, international level, and he was duping people. And he has been jailed several times. People saw all these things about his profile. They still invested. In Nigeria and South Africa, we lost money. Like, there was a cry. People died. People carried money. In fact, I don't want to talk about it. All right, so because I'm going to let you know how to identify Ponzi scheme. That's actually the reason for this video. I'm not going to tell you about things you already know about Ponzi. For people that don't know about Ponzi, I've already given you a background of what Ponzi is all about, okay? So I'm going to let you know there are so many that have come and gone. Loom Nigeria Money, Bonnie Value Trading Company, Now Alert, Flip Cash Investment. It usually has a funny ending. There are some that have good names, or like I'm seeing this one, Result Investment Nigeria Limited, Helping Hands Investment, No Failure Development and Empowerment Nigeria, la la, MBA Forex and Investment Limited, Federal Investors Trading Company, Jama Life Helpers, Glow, Float, whatever. The truth is that there are so many. The correct bros, like in Nigeria now, there are some that really deal with people. MMM, Twinkers, I Charity Loopers, MMM, and even NNN. Their daddy, we will survive. Do you know the funny thing? Ponzi scheme usually thrives in third world countries. Third world countries are always the victims of things like that, because the government doesn't have an organized system where the individuals survive from, unlike first world countries. Why they are called first world is because their insurance, their health, their medical, their everything has been paid for. They can access mortgage, they have access to loans. Whether you're working or you're not working, you have money to eat at least. But in third world countries, just like that, you have to, it's like you have to like work before you eat. You have to be employed or have a business or something before, or you have to be a dependent of someone that has a business or something. That's how we survive here. But the first world country is not like that. Whether you're working, you're not working, whether you're a nuisance or you're not, if you're blind, deaf and dumb, government finds a way to take care of you. Every month you have a stipend that comes to you. You have access to accommodation, food and clothing. But here it's not like that. So we are always like prone to things like this. All right, so the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has actually warned stakeholders and investment public against the activities of some unlawful, unlicensed market operators and promoters of fraudulent schemes. They're always putting it on the news, but most times we ignore. It's just like the way you're going to ignore this my video. You'll be like, I bet waiting the way they talk, I bet get out, But the truth is that there's always warning, there's usually warnings and all of that. Now, the truth is that, let me get back to business. Laptop closed and flipped. I'm going to tell you, I actually have 5 ways, but I'm going to dismantle to 3 ways you identify Ponzi scheme. Okay, the 3 ways to identify. It's very easy to identify, just that most times we don't just follow. The first one is when there is no real investment. When someone meets you, they will tell you invest every month. They're going to be doing this. They sell real estate. In fact, that happened. Now, 3 ways to identify a Ponzi scheme. 3 ways. The first one is when there's no real investment. They will tell you, oh, it's a real estate, they have houses. When they sell it, they share the profit. Why would they share the profit when they can actually keep all the whole money? Because they don't have money to build a lot. When they now build, they will now sell. They'll share the money for the people that put their money. It sounds so real. It's just like Pastor Chris calls it head knowledge, sense knowledge. I don't know how he says it. Human knowledge, something like that. It sounds so easy to just believe. There's no backup. People don't just be speaking English, you be following the person. The second one is a background study of the person that is selling. If it's not the real person, tell the person who is owner of the company, go and Google the person's name. Search, go to the person's Facebook profile. Is there any form of history that this person has ever committed for? Because the truth of the matter is that is, if you check and you see anything somewhere, run. The third one is demand company proof of assets. Proof of asset, very, very important, because most times they will tell you, oh, the register, CAC is not enough. Somebody will tell you any Tom, Dick and Harry can register in CAC. This has a CAC, Corporate of Corporations. They don't do any real investigation. You can actually on the phone. I registered a company recently. I didn't even do a physical appearance. Like, I had to just send my details and everything, send some documents and everything, and that's how the company was registered. There's no do the background check, there's no physical interview and all of that. But so any company can register a company in Nigeria. Now they will tell you, oh, the first thing they always flaunt is, a company is duly registered with CAC. Hello, is that one supposed to be any point? The truth is that you have to demand. They will tell you, is it that length? Most times you see that they run. When you tell them, see, give me a statement of accounts. Let me see your account history. Let me see your assets. If they say they are dealing on properties, let me see the houses. If they point at, they can show you a estate to. I'm pointing at to see the estate for year to year. All of that is our own. Demand for proof of ownership. If possible, find a way to vet those properties. If they tell you they're doing food business, like this mortgage that went and took people, I think is whatever, the name is coming and going. So the name, this guy Wiser, yes, this mortgage that was last year she was begging for money. This year she's now an international billionaire because she did fraud. So guys, the truth of the matter is that demand for proof of business account statement. Go with your account officer and find out things. If they're saying that you're asking a lot of questions because of, is it because of this 1 million naira that you're going to just invest after you get, I beg people that are investing 10 billion, they are not asking for proof of human beingship. That's how they sound. Run away with your money. If they are just trying to, they will try to intimidate you, make you feel small because of your sharing 1,000 naira or 500 naira that you just want to invest. Don't mind them all. If they're not giving you all the information, if they don't have anything to hide, why are they making you look small, shrink? You are a catch. That your 500,000 naira, that's your 100,000, that's your 5,000 naira is a catch. Don't mind them. Don't let anybody intimidate you. All right, so that's the third one. Now the fourth one is to follow your instinct. When they finish speaking all the English and doing all the razzmatazz, guys, what you need to do is to find a way in your mind. Is it giving you peace of mind? This thing, does this sound too good to be true? Are you sure you do not call? If you start having that doubt, my dear, tell them, you know what, don't worry, I'll be ready next month. There's a way to run. Don't worry, see, there's the money I'm expecting. Let me give you lines. There's the money I'm expecting. The first one is, don't worry, I'll be ready next month. The second one is, there's the money I'm expecting. It will drop next week. Don't worry, just check me out next week. The third line I'm going to give you is, why didn't I see this thing last year? When I had plenty money, I would have done like 10 billion. Hey, I don't like investing small. Don't worry, you know what? Before the end of this year, I'm going to, by the time you use delay tactics on these things, when time you are ready, you see that it has already collapsed. Yeah, that's the truth. Now, last but not least, people pray. I learned they use juju. They put it in the mouth. And they will just wash your head. You just be following them. I heard so. I don't know how true this is, but please pray. Follow your instinct and do your diligence. Don't even allow anybody swindle you of your big money. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. And have a fantastic day. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you have watched to the end of this video, you are wicked. Just subscribe so that immediately I drop a very interesting video like this, you will be among the first people to know about it. Till I come your way next time, guys, is bye for now with lots of love.